Welcome to HD Coins World. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1967 Roosevelt Dime, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors due to its remarkable rarity, unique errors, and astonishing value. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about how a small dime can command such big money, stick around, because this is one coin story you won't want to miss. Let's start with the basics. The 1967 Roosevelt Dime might seem like just another pocket change find, but did you know that some of these coins can be worth thousands? Yes, you heard that right. What makes them so valuable, you ask? It all comes down to errors, condition, and a bit of history. The 1967 Roosevelt Dime is a product of an interesting era in U.S. coinage. Due to a coin shortage, the U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce coins quickly, which led to some fascinating errors. And as collectors know, errors can mean big money. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1967 dime is the full bands variety. Full bands refer to the horizontal lines across the torch on the reverse of the dime. If these lines are fully struck and completely separated, it indicates a high-quality strike, which is incredibly rare for this year. Coins with this feature are highly prized by collectors. Another valuable error to look for is the off-center strike. These coins were minted improperly, resulting in a shifted image that can range from just a slight misalignment to a dramatic off-center appearance. The more off-center, the higher the value. Some dimes from 1967 also displayed doubling, particularly on the lettering or the torch. These double die errors can significantly increase the coin's value, especially when the doubling is clear and prominent. So, why do collectors pay top dollar for these coins? It's the combination of rarity, condition, and unique features. Coins in excellent condition with the full bands designation can sell for impressive amounts, while an off-center or double die error can easily fetch even more. Now, let's talk about prices. In circulated condition, most 1967 Roosevelt dimes might only be worth their face value. However, if you have a pristine, uncirculated specimen with a rare error, you could be looking at a coin worth several $1,000s. The most extraordinary examples in top-notch condition have sold for amounts as high as $8,000. And guess what? An exceptional condition dime has even reached an astounding $62,000 at auction. Are you a collector who loves to hunt for error coins? Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare Roosevelt dime or any other valuable find. What coin are you still searching for to complete your collection? Drop your answer below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more rare coin stories and valuable collecting tips. Hit the like button, and don't forget to share this video with other coin enthusiasts. Number 2. Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary and elusive coins in U.S. history, the 1894 Barber Dime. This small silver coin has captivated collectors for over a century, not just because of its rarity, but also for its fascinating backstory and jaw-dropping value. If you're curious about how a dime can be worth millions, stay tuned. You won't want to miss this incredible story. Let's start with the origin of this rare gem. The 1894 Barber Dime was minted at the San Francisco Mint, and here's the kicker: only 24 of these dimes were ever struck. Yes, you heard that correctly. Just 24. Of those, only about 9 are known to exist today. So, what happened to the rest? That's where the story gets interesting. Legend has it that the San Francisco Mint superintendent at the time, John Daggett, minted the coins as special gifts. Some were reportedly given to his daughter, who supposedly spent a few of them on ice cream. Imagine that. A coin worth millions today used to buy a simple treat. Now, why is this coin so valuable? It all comes down to its rarity, and the story behind its creation. The 1894 dime wasn't part of a regular mintage. It was essentially a collector's item from the moment it was struck. Because so few coins were made and fewer survived, this dime has become the ultimate prize among coin collectors. What makes these coins even more fascinating is the S on the reverse, indicating the San Francisco Mint. It's one of the defining features that instantly sets it apart. As with any rare coin, condition plays a crucial role in value. Some specimens are worn and circulated, while a few are in mint state, preserving their original beauty. one of the most coveted versions is a proof example, which means it was struck with specially prepared dies and polished planchets to achieve a mirror-like finish. A proof 1894's Barber Dime in pristine condition is the ultimate dream for any serious collector. So, why are collectors willing to pay such astronomical amounts for this tiny piece of silver? It's the combination of rarity, the coin's mysterious backstory, and its impeccable craftsmanship. Owning one of these dimes is not just about having a coin, it's about holding a piece of American history that almost slipped through the cracks of time. Now, let's talk about value. When it comes to the 1894's Barber Dime, the price can reach the stratosphere. In recent auctions, well-preserved examples have sold for over $1 million. And in top-notch, mint-state condition, the value skyrockets to several million. That's right, just one of these dimes can be worth millions, making it one of the most expensive coins ever minted. Have you ever dreamed of finding a rare dime like this? Or do you have a story of discovering a valuable coin in your collection? Share your thoughts in the comments. What's the rarest coin you've ever found, or the one you're still hunting for? Number 3. Today, we're uncovering the story of one of the most surprising and valuable dimes ever minted, the 1975 Roosevelt Dime. You might think that dimes from the 1970s are just everyday pocket change, but this particular coin can be worth a fortune. Why do collectors go crazy for this dime, and what makes it so valuable? Stick around to find out. Let's dive into why this coin is so special. The 1975 Roosevelt Dime seems pretty ordinary at first glance. Millions were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, so how could one of these dimes possibly be worth thousands? The answer lies in a unique twist involving the San Francisco Mint and proof coins. In 1975, the U.S. Mint was preparing proof sets for collectors. These sets typically include high-quality coins from that year, specially struck for clarity and detail. But here's where it gets interesting. One specific proof coin went missing, the 1975 Roosevelt Dime with an S mint mark. Somehow, a few dimes were struck without the S mint mark, and they made it into proof sets. These era dimes became one of the most sought-after modern coins. Why is the missing S so significant? The San Francisco Mint exclusively produced proof coins that year, and every proof dime should bear the S mint mark. A proof coin without it was a mistake, and that mistake became a collector's dream. With only a couple of these known to exist, they are considered ultra-rare. Besides the missing mint mark, collectors also look for high-quality strikes and excellent preservation. If a 1975 Roosevelt Dime without the S is in flawless proof condition, it becomes almost priceless. Even circulated versions that somehow escaped into the wild could fetch significant amounts. The story behind this era coin makes it irresistible to collectors. It's not just about finding an old dime, it's about discovering a coin that wasn't supposed to exist. The mystery of how these era coins left the mint only adds to their allure. Imagine owning a dime that was never meant to see the light of day. Why do collectors pay so much for this coin? It's a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and a captivating backstory. Coins like this are more than just metal, they're pieces of history with a dash of mystery. That combination is what makes numismatics so thrilling. And now, let's talk about the value. A circulated 1975 Roosevelt Dime with a missing S might still be worth a small fortune. However, in proof condition, one of these rare era dimes has sold for $12,000. In the finest known condition, it can reach a staggering $53,000. Imagine holding that kind of value in your hand from just one little dime. Are you a collector who loves tracking down era coins? Or have you ever found a coin that wasn't supposed to exist? Let us know in the comments. What's the most valuable dime you've come across, or the one you're still searching for? Number 4. Today, we're diving into the intriguing world of the 1980 Roosevelt Dime, a coin that might just be hiding in your pocket change. You wouldn't expect a modern dime to hold significant value, but this particular coin can fetch thousands. What makes it so special? Why do collectors eagerly hunt for it? Stay with us as we unravel the secrets of this remarkable coin. The 1980 Roosevelt Dime was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. Millions of these dimes were produced, making it seem like just another ordinary coin. However, certain varieties and eras have turned some of these dimes into highly sought-after treasures. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1980 dime is the potential for error coins. During minting, some coins were struck with doubling on the date or the lettering, known as a double die error. This error significantly boosts the coin's value, especially if the doubling is clear and distinct. Another rare error that collectors love is the off-center strike. If the coin was not properly aligned during the minting process, it can result in a shifted or partially missing design. The more off-center the strike, the higher the value. These errors are not just unique but also highly collectible. A third type of error to look for is the weak strike, where the details are faint or poorly defined. This usually occurs when the die doesn't hit the planchet with enough force. Though not as dramatic as other errors, a weakly struck 1980 dime in mint condition can still attract significant interest from collectors. So why do collectors go crazy for these dimes? It's the combination of rarity and the thrill of finding a unique piece among common coins. Not every 1980 dime has these errors, but discovering one feels like hitting the jackpot. Plus, dimes from the Denver Mint with these unusual features are considered particularly desirable due to their scarcity. Now, let's talk about value. In average circulated condition, the 1980 dime may only be worth its face value. However, an error coin in good condition can bring in serious money. If you find a well-preserved example with a doubling error or off-center strike, it might sell for $8,700. And if the coin is in exceptional, pristine condition, its value can soar to $47,000. Imagine that, a small dime worth a collector's fortune. Have you ever come across an error coin like this in your collection? Or are you still on the hunt for one? Let us know in the comments. What's the most valuable modern coin you've ever found or dream of finding? Number 5. Today, we're exploring the fascinating story behind the 1977 Roosevelt Dime, a coin that might seem common at first glance but can actually be worth a small fortune. Why would anyone pay thousands for a dime from the 1970s? Stay with us to find out what makes this coin so valuable and why collectors are always on the lookout for it. The 1977 Roosevelt Dime was minted at multiple facilities, including Philadelphia and Denver. At first, these dimes appeared to be just like any other circulating coin. However, some of them exhibit rare and intriguing errors that make them stand out to collectors. One of the most valuable errors on the 1977 dime is the double die variety. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin has a slight misalignment, resulting in doubled images, usually on the date or the lettering. A double die dime with clear, noticeable doubling is a prized find, especially when it's in excellent condition. Another error that collectors prize is the off-center strike. This happens when the planchet is not perfectly positioned during the minting process, causing the design to be shifted or partially cut off. Off-center errors can vary in severity, but the more dramatic the shift, the higher the value. A coin with at least 50% off-center can be a real treasure. There's also the possibility of finding a 1977 dime with a weak or incomplete strike. Sometimes the die does not press hard enough, leaving the details faint or partially missing. While not as visually striking as other errors, a weak strike in mint state condition can still command significant attention from collectors. So, why do these coins fetch high prices? It all comes down to the combination of rarity, error type, and condition. The excitement of discovering a dime that differs from the norm drives collectors to pay premium prices, especially when the coin is well preserved and the error is prominent. The thrill of the hunt and the historical curiosity make the 1977 Roosevelt Dime an intriguing addition to any collection. Now, let's get to the value. While most 1977 dimes in average condition may only be worth their face value, an error coin, especially with a dramatic doubling or off-center strike, can fetch around $3,200. In superb, near-perfect condition, one of these dimes has been known to sell for $37,000. That's right, a small, seemingly ordinary dime could be worth as much as a new car. Have you ever found a Roosevelt dime with an unusual error? Or do you collect modern dimes hoping to discover a rare one? Let us know in the comments. What's the most interesting dime you've come across? Number 6. Today, we're diving into the story of the 1991 Roosevelt Dime, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but can actually be worth a small fortune. Why would a dime from the 1990s fetch thousands of dollars? Stay with us as we uncover the secrets behind this rare and valuable coin. The 1991 Roosevelt Dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark on the obverse. With millions produced, it might seem like just another dime in circulation. But among the countless ordinary coins, a few rare and valuable varieties have captured the attention of collectors. One of the most significant factors that can make the 1991 dime valuable is the presence of a double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image on the date, lettering, or other design elements. Coins with noticeable doubling, especially on the obverse, are highly sought after. Another intriguing error is the off-center strike. If the coin was not properly aligned during minting, part of the design may appear off-center or even cut off. The more pronounced the misalignment, the higher the coin's value. An off-center strike of at least 50% can be a collector's dream. Also, keep an eye out for weak strikes or missing details. Sometimes, the die doesn't hit the planchet hard enough, resulting in faint or incomplete details. While not as dramatic as doubling or off-center errors, a weak strike on a 1991 dime in mint state condition can still add value. So why do collectors pay top dollar for this coin? It's the combination of rarity, error type, and condition. The thrill of finding a modern coin with an unexpected error makes it a must-have for collectors. Plus, the story behind why such errors occurred adds a historical curiosity that many coin enthusiasts find irresistible. Let's get to the value of these fascinating dimes. A typical 1991 Roosevelt dime in circulated condition may not be worth much. However, if you find one with a clear error, like a doubled die or a significant off-center strike, you could be holding a coin worth $8,000. And if that same coin is in superb, near-perfect condition, it could reach an astonishing $62,000. Just imagine, something that small could be worth so much. Have you ever come across an error coin like this in your collection? Or do you specifically look for rare dimes when checking your change? Let us know in the comments. What's the most valuable dime you've ever found, or the one you're still searching for? If you enjoyed this exciting look into the world of rare dimes, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to HD Coins World, and share this video with other coin enthusiasts. Your support keeps us bringing you more incredible coin stories and collecting tips.